Once again, we would like to welcome you to our Lessons in Living Character seminar. This is lesson number 13 that we are having today. And in this lesson, we will talk about the 6 retention, teaching, and learning methods. Now, the word retention has to do with keeping something. It comes from the word in English to retain. And we're going to talk about 6 different distinct ways of how we as teachers first learn, and then how we teach character to children in our programs. So let's go to page 26. Remember, once again, you can write on the side your observations from what you're studying. Thoughts that you have about the principles that we're learning, or ways that you're going to implement this in your class. It's good to do that so you remember what you learned in this class, and you can always go back and review it once again. So let's go to page 26 in your manual. There you will see the first heading, the first PowerPoint, is 6 retention, teaching, and learning methods. The 6 retention, teaching, and learning methods of seeing, that's one. Hearing is another. Saying is another way of learning. Writing is another way. Doing is another way. And teaching others is at the core of these program instructional methods. I believe with all my heart that if you will take time in teaching character with your children, and you will use these 6 methods of teaching, you will be assured as a teacher that your children are not only learning it in their head, but they're applying it to their life, and they're able to share with their friends and their family the changes that are happening in their life. Remember, we talked last session about the difference between Greek and Hebrew learning. Remember we said that the Greek people believed if they knew some knowledge of something, that was sufficient. In their mind, they said they know it. But the Hebrew people said that you really don't know something unless you first know it in your head, but then you apply it to your life. and you live that principle in your life. And when you've experienced the living of that principle, then you know it is true. And like we said, that's the way the Lord Jesus taught. He taught his disciples that they were to live the truth. Not to take his teachings just as philosophy, but actually to take them as practical lessons of how to live. So the same principle applies to the teaching of character. Once again, you can always come back, as the second slide there in the middle of the page says. You can come back and review these lessons by yourself after this session, after this course, and you can once again digest or think through how you apply these principles to your methods of learning, and then also your methods of teaching children. You see, in character, you have to learn it and experience it first. As a teacher, then you teach from your own experience, from your own examples of character. And also the materials will also help you in other examples of how others are applying that principle in their life. In that way, the child will know that the principle is really true, because they see it demonstrated in your life. They see it lived out in your life. At the bottom of the page 26, there's a little song. And I'm going to say the words of this song to you. And later, the moderator will be able to play this song for you. And then you can teach the melody to your children. So the song goes, I will see with my eyes, I will hear with my ears, I will say with my lips, I will write with my hand. All God's truth that I learn, I will practice each day. I will tell it to others, for that's the right way. And then the chorus goes, the first time through, when you learn this way, God will smile on you. You will not forget what He's done for you. When you learn this way, He will make you smile. He will not forget what you've done for Him. You may want to stop this tape at this time if you want and teach the song that's there in this course. Or you can wait till the end of the session and then the moderator will play it for you. I encourage you as a teacher to learn it very good, because this is the key song in teaching methods of learning to children. And it's important that you teach that at the beginning of their studies of character qualities. So as they're learning character, they have these instructional methods very much to be a part of their life. And you can use these methods as an evaluation tool. And know that your children are really learning. Okay, let's turn to page 29. You will see that we have skipped over the song there, which you can review later. And I'm just going to read these PowerPoints and maybe make some short comments. Page 29. Teachers are to build their lesson plans by using 6 distinctly different retention, learning, and teaching methods to ensure quick and easy retention for both themselves and their students. I want you to ponder that. These methods are not only for students' learning, but also for your learning. Next slide. The best teachers are the best learners. You see, you have to be a good learner before you can be a good teacher. Because you're teaching character by your example, not just by your words, but by your life example. Teachers are to prepare themselves in this method of learning and teaching by walking through these methods first. So we are to do them first. Next slide. Learning by seeing. The children will learn best by seeing godly principles expressed through the attitudes, the words, and the actions of the teacher. The child can be taught through the use of various different types of audio and video visuals. Remember, it's by your seeing, you're learning by seeing. Visual learning is necessary to have the greatest impact and impression for effective retention in learning. Remember, these methods are for the purpose that your child remembers what you taught them. Let's turn the page, page 30. Learning by hearing. The child will learn best by hearing, by what they hear with their ears, godly principles of character, spoken and expressed through the attitudes, words, and actions of the teacher. You are a demonstration of the quality. For example, if you are teaching on the quality of attentiveness and you are not listening when your students talk to you, they will not be learning what it means to be attentive. So the child is learning by hearing and by seeing the principles of the character quality being demonstrated through your life. Okay, let's take a break. We have 15 minutes now. And once again, divide up in groups and discuss the two questions. What did I learn in this session is the first question that you can discuss in your groups. And how will I apply this 6 retention methods to my forms of teaching? We'll come back and we'll begin to talk about this in the next session. God bless you.